They say, don't let your head get too big for your hat. You also know, the bigger the head, the harder the fall. But what is it that's exactly what's keeping you from success? Want to know why you're not as rich as you should be? It's not the economy, not your skills, it's the ego. Yes, your own ego is silently wrecking your chances of success. In this video, we're going to dive into the sneaky egos that are subtly sabotaging your financial growth. Trust me, these are the kind of things no one talks about, but if you let them stick around, they'll stop you from building real wealth. So, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell because we've got more videos coming your way. And don't forget to check out the playlist linked below for all the wealth building tips. There is a book that helps you overcome ego. Please grab yourself of the copy of the book Ego is the Enemy at a discount from the link in the description below. Time to jump back into the video. Ego number 1. The people-pleasing ego. Now, we all want to be liked. But when it gets to the point where you're putting everyone else's needs and approval over your own goals, that's when you start falling into a trap. You know the type. The person who buys things they don't need just to impress others or take on debts to keep up with the Joneses. You think, I need to buy that car to look successful, or I need to take that expensive vacation because everyone's doing it. Instead of impressing people, focus on investing in yourself. Your future self will thank you. You usually be like, what will people think? If you find yourself constantly thinking about how others perceive your actions, your choices, or your lifestyle, you're wasting energy that should be spent on building your wealth. Elon Musk was ridiculed for his risky investments early on, but instead of caring about what people thought, he took action. Now look at him. A lesson in staying focused on what you want, not what everyone else thinks. Stop overspending to impress and focus on making decisions that serve your future. Ego number 2. The blame ego. People love to blame others, the economy, or their bad luck for their financial struggles. They think things like, if only the economy wasn't so bad, or if I had the same opportunities as that guy, I'd be rich too. But here's the thing, successful people don't blame anyone. They take responsibility. Tony Robbins, American author and coach, grew up with almost nothing. Instead of blaming his circumstances, he used them to fuel his rise. Stop pointing fingers and start taking control of your financial future. Accountability is your friend when it comes to getting rich. Ego number 3. The I'll do it later ego. This one is sneaky because it's all about procrastination. You tell yourself you'll start saving or investing tomorrow, next week, or next month. The problem is tomorrow never comes. Do you know who doesn't put things off? Warren Buffett. This guy started investing at a young age, and his wealth didn't build overnight. He understands the power of compounding, small, consistent efforts over time. So, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to start getting your finances together, stop. The time is now. Ego number 4. The fearful ego. This one will paralyze you faster than you can blink. If you're afraid of failure or making mistakes, then you're already sabotaging your success. We've all been there, thinking, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? But let me tell you something, success never comes without risk. Richard Branson, head of Virgin Group Ltd. The guy's failed more times than most people even try. But instead of letting fear stop him, he used each failure as a stepping stone. Fear is not your friend. It's a roadblock. If you let fear run your life, you'll never take the leap you need to succeed. The only way forward is through your fears. So, stop worrying about failing and start making moves. Ego number 5. The I'm too good for that ego. This is the ego that says, I'm above that job. I don't need to hustle that way. It's the person who turns down side hustles, low-paying gigs, or humble opportunities because they think they're too good for it. Well, newsflash, no one's too good to hustle. Just because you have a degree or a fancy job title doesn't mean you can skip the grind. Jay-Z started selling CDs on street corners before he was the mogul we know today. Opportunities don't always come in a fancy package. Sometimes the best way to start building wealth is through the side hustle you think is too beneath you. Remember, you're never too good for the hustle that leads to success. Ego number 6, the I'm too busy ego. How many times have you told yourself, I'm just too busy to think about my finances right now? We're all busy, but busy does not mean productive. You could be running around all day, but if you're not actively working toward your wealth, you're just spinning your wheels. Warren Buffett doesn't use his busy schedule as an excuse. He makes time to read and learn about financial opportunities every single day. The difference between successful people and those who stay stuck? Prioritizing wealth building. If you keep saying, "I don't have time," you're avoiding taking action. Time is money, and you're wasting both. Cut out the distractions, start learning about finance, start investing, and get proactive. No more excuses. Ego number 7. The money is evil ego. This one is all about guilt and misconceptions. Some people think money is the root of all evil and that wanting wealth is somehow wrong. But here's the truth. Money is just a tool. It's not evil in itself, it's how you use it. Look at Oprah Winfrey, one of the richest women on the planet. She's done more good with her wealth than most people could dream of. Money doesn't corrupt. People's choices do. If you're avoiding wealth building because you feel guilty about money, you're holding yourself back from all the good you could do. Wealth can fuel generosity, opportunity, and freedom. It's not about the money itself, but the impact you can have when you use it right. Stop thinking money is evil and start seeing it for what it is, a tool for creating the life you want. Ego number 8. The comfort zone ego. This one's a killer because it keeps you safe, but stagnant. Sure, it feels good to stay in your comfy routine, but here's the problem. Growth never happens in comfort. If you're stuck in a job you hate or just coasting through life, you're choosing comfort over potential. Elon Musk is a perfect example of someone who doesn't know the meaning of comfortable. He left everything behind to start SpaceX and Tesla, even when people thought he was crazy. If you stay in your comfort zone, you're never going to build the wealth you want. Growth comes from discomfort, so get out of your cozy little bubble and take some risks. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Ego number 9. The "I don't have enough money to start" ego. This is the excuse a lot of people use to justify not getting started with investing or business. They think, "I need a fortune to begin," but that's just not true. The key to wealth is starting small and being consistent. Jeff Bezos didn't start Amazon with billions. He started it in his garage with just an idea and a small investment. The power of small beginnings is huge. You don't need a huge pile of cash to start investing or to build your wealth. The truth is, if you wait for the perfect amount to get started, you'll never take that first step. Start where you are, with what you have. It's not about having a lot. It's about getting started and staying consistent. Ego number 10. The "I know it all" ego. This one is a real growth killer. When you think you've got all the answers, you stop learning. No one's too good to learn more, yet so many people refuse to adapt or evolve. Think about Kodak. They had the chance to dominate the digital camera market, but they were stuck in their old school ways, thinking they knew best. Guess what happened? They got left behind. If you're walking around thinking you know everything, you're missing out on new opportunities. The richest people in the world are the ones who constantly learn, adapt, and grow. Check your ego, stay humble, and embrace new knowledge if you want to build real wealth. Ego number 11. The "I need to prove them wrong" ego. Ever made a decision just to show someone that you were right, even though it wasn't the smartest move? That's this ego at work. When you make financial decisions based on pride or the need to prove people wrong, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Kanye West is a great example. He's had some bold, controversial moves, and while some paid off, others, like his big fashion risk with Yeezy, have been a mess. Proving people wrong isn't a strategy, it's a distraction. Your focus should be on planning and executing, not winning some imaginary contest with others. If you want to build wealth, put your energy into your goals, not into showing everyone how wrong they are about you. Ego number 12. The "it's not my fault" ego. Blaming everyone else or everything else for your financial struggles, the economy, your upbringing, bad luck, is a dangerous mindset. Successful people take accountability. If you don't own your mistakes, you'll never learn from them. Walt Disney was fired from a Missouri newspaper for lacking creativity and faced multiple business failures. Did he blame his boss or bad luck? No. He took ownership, kept refining his craft, and eventually built the Disney empire that inspires millions today. Stop playing the victim and start taking ownership of your situation. Blaming the world for your problems won't change your financial future, but taking accountability will. Ego number 13, the I deserve it ego. This one's all about justifying reckless spending. You've worked hard, right? So, why not treat yourself to that expensive watch, vacation, or car? The problem is, this ego convinces you that indulgence is the reward for hard work. But here's the thing, true wealth isn't built on splurging. Look at LeBron James, a billionaire, but he's known for investing wisely rather than spending impulsively. He doesn't let his success dictate unnecessary indulgence. The key is to spend smart, investing in assets that appreciate over time, not wasting money on instant gratification. Don't fall into the trap of rewarding yourself with luxuries while your financial future is left in the dust. Ego number 14, the comparison ego. The comparison ego thrives on looking left and right, not forward. It whispers, "Why aren't you as successful as them?" Or, "At least you're doing better than them." This ego either drains your confidence or inflates false pride. Think of athletes like Michael Phelps. He didn't win by watching competitors in the next lane. He stayed focused on his own stroke. Comparison robs you of joy and clarity. Your journey is unique, so stop measuring it with someone else's ruler. Eyes on your lane, not their trophy. Ego number 15, the I can do it alone ego. This ego is so dangerous because it's subtle. Sure, you may think you can figure it out yourself, but you got to know that even the most successful people have mentors. Steve Jobs had John Scully, and Oprah Winfrey had Maya Angelou. Mentorship isn't a sign of weakness, it's a shortcut to success. If you're avoiding advice, thinking you can do it alone, you're missing out on valuable insights that could fast-track your progress. This ego limits your growth. So reach out, ask for guidance, and allow yourself to grow. Your future self will thank you for the people you bring into your circle. Ego number 16, the I'll take the shortcut ego. We've all seen the ads for get-rich-quick schemes. They promise easy money with little effort, but here's the truth. Shortcuts don't lead to real wealth. This ego tempts you to skip the hard work and dive into the next flashy opportunity that promises quick returns. But real success takes time and effort. Lasting wealth isn't built on fleeting trends. It's forged through patience and strategy. Here is Ray Dalio, one of the world's most successful investors. He didn't make it by chasing shortcuts. Instead, he focused on disciplined research, diversification, and long-term planning. Resist the shortcut mindset. Commit to learning, invest wisely, and let time work its magic. Ego number 17, the I'm safe with one income ego. This ego is a trap, making you believe that a stable paycheck is all you need. But Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, would fiercely disagree. He outright warns against relying on a single income stream, calling it a dangerous illusion of security. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of creating passive income through investments, businesses, and real estate. During economic downturns or unforeseen layoffs, a single paycheck won't protect you. Kiyosaki himself built his fortune by rejecting the safe mindset, instead creating wealth through diversified streams. He didn't just talk about it, he lived it. Don't settle for a paycheck mentality. Invest, create, and secure your financial future. Ego number 18, the impatient investor ego. Wealth isn't built overnight, but this ego will have you thinking otherwise. It whispers lies that wealth should come fast, and when results aren't immediate, you feel tempted to give up. But real success doesn't work that way. Take a look at Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime partner. He built his fortune through patience, allowing investments to grow over years, not days. Munger emphasizes that the big money comes from sitting and waiting, not rushing and quitting. If you abandon your goals every time progress feels slow, you'll never see the rewards. Trust the process, embrace patience, and with time you will see magic on your investments. Ego number 19, the judgmental ego. This ego can blind you to your own potential. It thrives on pointing out the flaws in others, but it distracts you from your own growth. When you judge others, you're often avoiding looking inward, and addressing your own weaknesses. Cristiano Ronaldo is a prime example. He didn't spend his time judging other players. Instead, he focused on constantly improving his game, learning from both his triumphs and failures. If you're too busy judging others, you miss out on the opportunity to grow yourself. Stop criticizing and start learning. Your success is built by focusing on your own development, not others' shortcomings. Which one among the list do you have? Check yourself. And if you are thinking I have none, then you have ego number 20, the imposter ego. This is the worst. On the surface, it seems like someone who's humble and open-minded. But in reality, this ego denies personal flaws and blind spots, which blocks self-improvement. The truth is, everyone has an ego, and pretending it doesn't exist means you're not willing to face your weaknesses. Steve Jobs, early in his career, was known for his strong personality and vision, but he wasn't afraid to admit his flaws. When he was ousted from Apple in 1985, he didn't hide from his mistakes. He reflected on them, learned, and came back even stronger. Jobs understood that facing your weaknesses is key to success. Denying them only keeps you stuck. It's when you embrace and work on your flaws that growth happens. Those are the 20 egos. These aren't just concepts to think about. They're challenges to overcome if you're serious about changing your life. I hope you found value in this video. Please hit that subscribe button and join this amazing community that's all about leveling up. Don't stop here. Check out the playlist for more powerful insights that'll help you crush your goals and build the future you deserve. Remember, success is a journey, and we're in it together. So, like, share, and let me know in the comments which ego you're kicking out of your life first. Thanks for watching.